Alright guys, and welcome to this week's top 10 list. As you all know, E3 has been taking place over the past few days, and we have been gifted with some truly epic moments, and some not so much. All that aside however, the thing we care and are more passionate about is amazing games. This year, there was a plethora of them, spanning all different genres and gaining the attention and anticipation of millions of people around the world. With that said, these are the games that personally connected with me the most. Feel free to let me know yours in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe for more videos like this. Number 10. Days Gone. I'm not normally one for the zombie genre, but Days Gone pulled me in with its display at Sony's press conference. To my eyes, it looks like the Sons of Anarchy meets Dying Light. A surprising feature they showed off is that you can use the undead essentially as a weapon against your enemies. Speaking of enemies, they can spring traps on you. For example, spreading rope across the road to send you flying off your bike, nearly decapacitating you in the process. The graphics are impressive too, sort of Uncharted meets The Last of Us in terms of style. Overall, an interesting twist on what is an oversaturated genre. Number 9. Detroit Become Human. I got an iRobot vibe from this game. In a world in which you control and shape the storyline, you play as one of what looks to be multiple playable characters named Marcus. He and his friend North are on a mission to fight for the freedom of all androids and essentially let them become human and make their own decisions. It gets you thinking, with all the latest technology, could this actually happen in real life? We didn't get much in terms of gameplay, but if you've played Heavy Rain, you'll know what to expect, because Detroit is made by the same people. We'll just need to wait and see what path we choose when it's released. Number 8. Anthem. You can tell BioWare is trying to swipe the quite frankly unfinished animations of Mass Effect Andromeda under the rug. They do this by shoving the first character you interact with right in your face, as if to say, ah, see, looking good eh? I give them credit though, it looks incredible. I've always wanted a good Iron Man game, besides the mods for GTA 5, and Anthem looks like it might do the trick. With exosuits known as javelins, which give you superhuman abilities and can be customised both in terms of looks and how they feel to play. You can fly around absolutely stunning environments and come across giant alien monsters in which to fight. You can explore beautiful underwater sections, take out multiple enemies with several rockets at a time, and tackle amazing looking storms. I am eagerly awaiting more because I believe Anthem has the potential to finally pull me into the space shooter scene. Number 7. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. This one may come as a surprise to a lot of you. I fell in love with the first Ori game, The Blind Forest. It was unique in style, music, and packed major feels. The gameplay was fun and challenging enough to keep you interested, but the one motive that urges you on is the connection you build with the character of Ori almost immediately. After a tearjerker of an opening, you want to see him prevail and be happy again, which brings us to the Will of the Wisps. In the trailer, we follow a feather floating through the wind through different sceneries, some colourful and full of life, others burning and dark. We then come across a baby owl whose parents have sadly perished, who, when he reveals himself, Ori tries to comfort. It's only the bloody trailer and I feel like tearing up. Here's hoping we can cheer up that little owl, because my heart is gushing with empathy for it. Number 6. Beyond Good and Evil 2. Very little gameplay has been shown at this time, but from that trailer alone, for a guy that's never even played the first game, I'm now super intrigued to find out what all the fuss is about. Yet again, it was only a trailer, but a damn fine looking one at that. I immediately loved the ape character, Nox, whose voice heavily reminds me of Eggsy from Kingsman: The Secret Service. Fuck me. The story involves evil corporations which create hybrid creatures who then enslave them and compete for power. Your job is to fight for freedom and take down the evil which stands in the way. I truly can't wait to see more of this world, especially Nox. For now, it looks like the original is on my must playlist. Number 5. Assassin's Creed Origins. After a couple of years in hibernation, Assassin's Creed is back. This time taking place in gorgeous ancient Egypt. We play as Bayek, a Medigi who is fighting against evil forces ruining his homeland. He applies the help of his feathered friend, Zenu, an eagle in which you can control to scope out bad guys in the area. This gives you a bird's eye view for a more stealth-like approach. RPG elements such as leveling up have been added for both Bayek and his weapons. The star of the show though is the environment. Eye-popping vistas, wonderful water textures, and the fact that you can climb anywhere you'd expect to be able to. The time off has clearly helped out tremendously. Let's hope they keep this going in the future, but for now, bring on the Egyptian adventure. Number 4. Spider-Man. I was expecting another average run-of-the-mill movie license title. Oh, how wrong I was. Let's state the obvious first. It's basically Batman Arkham with a Spider-Man skin. The fighting and movement is monumentally impressive. Spidey flips, twists and web shoots his way through a tussle with armed thugs, using his surroundings to his advantage. There is a number of QuickTime events in there, but I feel that they are tastefully implemented and not jarring or take you out of the experience in any way, which is rare. And of course, we get some classic Spidey web slinging, which really does take me back to the early 2000s Spider-Man 2 game. Let's just hope there is no goddamn pizza delivery missions this time. Insomniac Games have made me seriously think about purchasing a PS4 Pro now. I suppose I better start saving. Number 3. Need for Speed Payback. If this is the first video you've seen from me, then you won't know that I am a massive petrolhead with a passion for cars and racing games. As a kid, I grew up with the Need for Speed series. The first one I ever played was Hot Pursuit 2 on the Nintendo GameCube. Of course, back then, other titles such as Underground 2, Most Wanted, and Undercover got under my skin too. But now, after a 2-year gap, NFS is back. Payback sees you fill the boots of 3 main playable characters in an old school, Fast and Furious-like storyline. A spoof version of Las Vegas and its surrounding areas are available for you to cruise through and enjoy. The map is also a lot more open, therefore you can take your cars off-road into places you could never reach before in previous games. Customization, a staple of the series, returns and is bigger and better than ever. Body kits, exhaust pipes, spoilers, tuning, and so on. Police, who are apparently a lot smarter this time, thank God, make a return too. Roadblocks, spike strips, and helicopters are just some of the ways they can track you down. Let's see if they can catch us when the game is released on November 10th. Now for viewers that have been with me for a long time, prepare for a shock. Yep, that's right, Forza Motorsport 7 is in my number 2 spot. You all know I am one of the world's biggest Forza fans. I've owned every single game in the series. My personal favourite server are the Horizon games, but in terms of motorsport, 4 is what I believe to be the last truly great game with that title. With the power of the Xbox One X and the team at Turn 10 Studios finally listening to our feedback, it is sounding as if the magic that was once lost, Forza Motorsport 5, may be creeping back. They automatically get a pat on the back from me from bringing back much loved fan favourite tracks such as Magello, Maple Valley, and wait for it, Suzuka. I'm pretty sure every drifter out there has just creamed themselves. All we need for them to do now is announce Fujimi Kaido, Tsukuba, and Ebisu. That'll be one hell of a mic drop. With over 700 fully Forza Vista cars, including the cover boy, the brand new 2018 Porsche 911 GT2 RS, which I must say is mighty fine. A 4K 60fps resolution on the Xbox One X, Forza 7 looks, excuse the language, fucking spectacular. I truly hope that October 3rd rolls around quickly, because I am dying to get in the driver's seat with my very own customised racing suit and find out if we can truly call a motorsport game great again. So what can possibly be the cherry on top of this already very tasty game cake? This!
Hey, piece of chance.
Do I even need to say anything? I almost can't with how speechless I am. Ivory Tower absolutely smashed it with my winner, my best game from E3 2017, The Crew 2. I'm going to try my best to remain relatively professional when I say this. There are bikes, boats, cars and planes in this freaking game. Oh my god! We are back in the USA, which has been extremely overhauled in the graphics department, with a way better story arc in which you're racing to become the champion of all forms of motorsport, on land, sea and up in the air. Think of it as GTA meets Test Drive Unlimited and Forza, without the insane violence of course. It has the vehicle variety of GTA, the map of a TDU game, and a story similar to the original Forza Horizon game, except instead of a music festival, it's all different forms of racing you need to conquer. It honestly feels like Ivory have made the dream racing game idea we've all had come true. We get to race on tracks and sorted events, then we can break away and explore the incredible open world, race on the street, go off-road, get airborne, and catch some waves. Ideas are running wild in my head of the amounts of adventures and things I want to do when the game arrives in early 2018. For example, fly over my favourite areas in the game, like Monument Valley, many of the national parks, or blast along the coastline of Miami in a speedboat. It doesn't end there. Possibly the coolest feature involving the new planes and boats is the fact they have fully working cockpit views. I honestly have no words. The only things I hope that are included and which would make it my perfect game are houses slash garages to store your cars, rather than selecting them from a board like in the first game. And character customization. The guy in the trailer looked pretty plain in terms of clothing, which is leading me to believe that this may possibly be a feature. Fingers crossed. The Crew 2 has quite clearly blown my brain up with possibilities. I've already signed up for the beta, so hopefully I can bring you footage on that. Congrats to Ubisoft and Ivory Tower. The Crew 2 is by far my favourite game of E3 2017. As I mentioned before, this is my own personal list, but I would love to hear your top 10. Feel free to leave it in the comments below. A like and a share would be greatly appreciated, and if you're new, consider subscribing for more videos like this. Thank you very much for watching guys, take it easy, and I'll see you in my next video.